Today, December 7th, Archangel Michael says, "Open this now. Don't ignore this, it's just for you. Keep it private. Your soulmate's secret is revealed. My beloved child, you are not here by accident. Heaven has drawn you in. Even now, as you listen, a gentle warmth may rise in your chest or a subtle chill may brush your skin. These are not random, they are confirmations that you are right on divine time, that the angels and Archangel Michael himself are near, encircling you with protection and clarity. You have felt the ache of waiting, the tension of not knowing, the silent question, when will it be my turn? Today, that question meets its answer. Stay with me, for what is hidden is about to be revealed, and this moment is set apart for you alone. You have carried burdens in silence, wondering if your prayers have been heard, if your longing for connection and truth has reached the heart of Jesus. The world may have told you to move on, to quiet your hope, but heaven has not forgotten you. In fact, every delay has been a doorway, every closed path a redirection, not a rejection. The ache you feel is not emptiness, it is the shaping of your spirit, the preparation for a breakthrough that is closer than you think. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are being positioned for something only you can receive. Right now, as you breathe in, let the air fill your lungs with peace. Exhale the anxiety, the doubt, the fear that you have missed your moment. You are exactly where you need to be. The angels are aligning frequencies around you, opening portals of possibility that were once sealed. If you have noticed repeating numbers, a song that plays at just the right time, or a sudden sense of calm, these are not coincidences. They are heaven's way of saying, you are seen. You are guided. You are protected. There is a reason you felt drawn to open this message today, on this very date. Archangel Michael stands beside you, sword of light in hand, ordering every interference to fall away. Jesus whispers peace over your heart, reminding you that you are loved beyond measure. The energy around you is shifting, aligning with the highest good, preparing you to receive what has been hidden. You may feel a tingling in your hands or a gentle pressure on your shoulders. These are signs that the veil is thinning, that the breakthrough is near. Hold here with me. The world outside may be noisy, but in this sacred space, you are safe. You are not alone in your longing. Heaven is closer than your breath, and the answers you seek are already on their way. The hidden truth about your soulmate, the revelation your spirit has been waiting for, is about to unfold. But first, let your heart settle. Let your spirit align. You are not chasing after crumbs, you are being invited to the table. Contrast the restlessness of waiting with the peace of receiving. Contrast the fear of missing out with the assurance that nothing meant for you can pass you by. This is your moment of alignment, your invitation to step into a new frequency of faith and expectancy. The angels are singing over you, and Archangel Michael is clearing the path ahead. Stay with me, for the next words you hear may be the confirmation your soul has been longing for. As we move forward, prepare to discover why this message is for you, why now is the appointed time, and how heaven has orchestrated every detail for your good. The next section will reveal the core promise and the reason you were chosen to receive this word today. You have felt the sting of waiting, the ache of prayers that seem to echo back in silence. You have watched others step into their promises while you remain in the hallway, wondering if your name has been forgotten, if your heart's longing has been overlooked. My beloved child, this message is for you, the one who has endured delay, who has questioned the timing, who has wondered if the doors of heaven are truly open to your cry. You are not invisible to God. You are not lost in the crowd. Heaven has seen every tear, every whispered hope, every moment you chose faith over fear, even when the evidence was thin. You may have felt rejection, but what you called rejection, heaven calls redirection. Every "not yet" was a shield, every closed door a gentle hand guiding you away from what was not meant for you. The world may have told you that you are behind, but in the frequency of heaven, you are right on time. The delays you have faced were not denials, they were layers of protection, wrapping you in grace, preparing you for a truth so precious it could only be revealed in this exact moment. You have not missed your window. You have not been passed by. You are being positioned for a breakthrough that is uniquely yours. Today, on this very date, the alignment is undeniable. Archangel Michael stands as your defender, Jesus as your advocate, and the angels as your messengers. The energy around you is shifting, the atmosphere is charged with expectancy, and the signs are gathering. Perhaps you have noticed a certain number repeating, a song that stirs your spirit, or a sudden warmth that settles over you like a blanket. These are confirmations that you are in the right place, at the right time, for the right reason. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine appointment, orchestrated by heaven itself. The core promise is this: what has been hidden from you is about to be revealed. The truth about your soulmate, the answer to your deepest question, the confirmation your heart has longed for, these are not far off. They are drawing near, ready to be unveiled because you have chosen to listen, to stay, to believe that God is still writing your story. The timing is not random. The date is not accidental. Today is the day heaven has circled on your calendar, the day when the waiting shifts into receiving, when the silence gives way to revelation. You may have wondered why the journey has taken so long, why the path has been winding, why the answers have been slow to come. My beloved child, every delay was a layer of protection, every detour a lesson in trust, every moment of doubt an invitation to deeper faith. What felt like being overlooked was actually being hidden for a purpose, shielded from what would have harmed you, prepared for what will bless you. The angels have been working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, opening portals, and clearing the way for this very moment. You are not late. You are not lacking. You are not less than. You are chosen, cherished, and covered. The promise is not just for anyone, it is for you, specifically, intentionally, lovingly. Heaven has aligned this moment because you are ready, because your heart is open, because your spirit is tuned to the frequency of breakthrough. The hidden truth is about to come into the light, and you will see that every step, every pause, every unanswered prayer was leading you here. Hold this promise close: what is for you cannot be taken, delayed, or denied. The next section will guide you into a sacred space of protection and clarity, where you will feel the presence of Jesus and Archangel Michael surrounding you, preparing you to receive what heaven has set aside just for you. Take a slow, gentle breath in, my beloved child. Let the air fill your lungs, and as you exhale, release the tension that has gathered in your shoulders, your jaw, your heart. With each breath, imagine the worries of the day melting away, replaced by a soft, golden light that begins to surround you. This is not just air, this is the breath of heaven, the very presence of Jesus filling the space around you, making it holy ground. You are not alone in this moment. You are being held, watched over, and cherished. As you continue to breathe, notice if a gentle warmth begins to settle over your chest, or perhaps a cool, tingling sensation brushes your arms. These are not random feelings. They are confirmations that the angels are near, that Archangel Michael has stepped into your atmosphere, sword of light drawn, standing guard over your spirit. You are safe here. You are protected. Every breath you take is a reminder that heaven is closer than you think, that the veil between the seen and unseen is thin, and that you are surrounded by a love that cannot be shaken. Let us pray together now. Jesus, we invite your presence into this sacred space. We thank you for being our refuge, our healer, our guide. We ask that you would cover this beloved child with your peace, that you would silence every voice of fear, and that you would open their heart to receive the truth you have prepared for them. Archangel Michael, we welcome your protection. Stand at every doorway, every window, every threshold of this listener's life. Let your light dispel all darkness, let your strength bring courage, and let your presence be a shield that nothing can penetrate. As you listen, my beloved child, let your spirit rest. If you feel a gentle pressure on your shoulders or a wave of calm washing over you, know that these are signs of angelic presence. Heaven is not far off, it is here, now, wrapping you in a frequency of safety and clarity. You are being prepared to receive, not by striving, but by surrendering. You do not have to earn this protection. It is your birthright as a child of God, a gift freely given, a promise that cannot be broken. With every breath, let your heart open wider. Imagine a circle of light forming around you, a portal of peace that nothing can disturb. The angels are singing over you, their voices weaving a melody of hope and assurance. Jesus is whispering your name, reminding you that you are seen, known, and loved. Archangel Michael stands watch, ensuring that only what is good and true can enter this space. Stay in this sacred atmosphere for a moment longer. Let the peace settle deep into your bones. You are safe. You are covered. You are ready to receive. In the next section, we will begin to reframe the silence and struggle you have faced, showing you how every quiet moment has been shaping you for what is about to be revealed. You may have wondered why the silence has lingered so long, why your prayers have seemed to echo in empty rooms, why the answers you seek have not arrived on your timeline. My beloved child, what you have called silence, heaven calls preparation. The waiting has not been a punishment, but a gentle shaping, a sacred pause where your spirit has been strengthened and your faith refined. In the quiet, God has been working, angels have been moving, and Archangel Michael has been standing guard, ensuring that nothing meant for you is lost or stolen. There is a difference between being overlooked and being hidden for a purpose. The world may have told you that silence means absence, but in the kingdom of heaven, silence is often the sound of angels building, aligning, and protecting. Every moment you felt alone, you were actually surrounded by a host of witnesses, by the presence of Jesus, by the energy of heaven itself. The pain of waiting is real, but it is not wasted. It is the soil where hope takes root, where trust grows deep, where your heart is prepared to receive what is truly yours. Think of the times you felt a sudden chill or a wave of warmth in the midst of your waiting. These were not empty sensations. They were confirmations that the unseen realm was active, that the frequency of heaven was tuning your spirit to recognize the signs when they come. You have not been forgotten. You have been protected, shielded from what would have harmed you, and prepared for what will bless you. The battles you never saw, the delays you never understood, were all evidence of divine orchestration working on your behalf. Stay with me, because soon I will share a story, a sign that may sound familiar, a moment that will confirm you are not alone in this journey. This is open loop number 2, a promise that your story is not finished, that the silence is about to break with revelation. The angels have been weaving threads behind the scenes, and what has felt like a closed door is about to become an open portal. The energy is shifting, the atmosphere is changing, and you are being positioned for a breakthrough that could only come through this season of preparation. Contrast the ache of waiting with the assurance that every second has been used for your good. Contrast the fear of being forgotten with the truth that you have been fiercely protected. The silence was not a void, it was a womb, nurturing the promise that is about to be born. You are not behind. You are not being punished. You are being made ready for something only you can carry. Hold on to this truth as we move forward. In the next section, we will gently expose what has tried to interfere with your journey, not to bring fear, but to show you how powerfully you have been protected and how close you are to the reversal you've been praying for. There have been moments, my beloved child, when the path seemed tangled and unclear, when messages were missed, when opportunities slipped through your fingers, when a strange delay or a sudden change of plans left you questioning if you had somehow failed or fallen out of alignment. You may have wondered if you missed a sign, or if your faith was not strong enough to keep the doors open. But let me assure you, what you have experienced was not failure. It was not neglect. It was the hand of heaven, gently redirecting and protecting you from what you could not see. Sometimes, the interference comes quietly, a text that never arrives, a conversation that ends before it begins, a job or relationship that seems to dissolve without warning. These moments can feel like rejection, but in the frequency of heaven, they are often acts of mercy. Archangel Michael, with his sword of light, has stood between you and unseen harm, blocking what was not meant for you, shielding you from energies and influences that would have drained your spirit or led you astray. The delays, the doubts, the detours, each one was a layer of protection, a sign that you are watched over with a love that is both fierce and gentle. You may have felt a sudden chill when a plan fell apart, or a wave of peace when you chose to let go of something that no longer served you. These are confirmations that the angels were present, guiding your steps, even when you could not see the full picture. The world may call it coincidence, but you know in your spirit that these moments are orchestrated by a higher hand. Jesus has been your advocate, whispering reassurance in the quiet, reminding you that nothing truly meant for you can be lost. There is a sovereignty at work in your life, a divine oversight that sees beyond what you can imagine. What you thought was a missed opportunity was actually a closed portal, sealed by heaven for your protection. What you called a setback was a setup for something greater. The interference was not a punishment, but a pause, a sacred holding pattern while the angels cleared the way for your true blessing. You have not been left behind, you have been kept safe, hidden in the shadow of God's wings, while the timing and alignment were perfected. Now, the energy is shifting. The interference that once clouded your path is being exposed and dismantled. Archangel Michael is ordering every obstacle to move, every confusion to lift, every hidden barrier to dissolve. The things that tried to block you are losing their power, and what was once concealed is about to be revealed. You may notice a new clarity in your thoughts, a lightness in your spirit, or even a sign, a repeated number, a song that speaks to your heart, a name that keeps appearing. These are signals that the breakthrough is near, that the reversal you have prayed for is already in motion. Hold on to hope, for the season of hidden interference is ending. The angels are aligning the path before you, and what was once delayed is now being released. The truth that was kept from you is coming into the light, and you will see how every detour was a divine redirection, every delay a shield of love. There is no need for fear, only trust in the one who holds your future. In the next section, you will learn how to recognize the signs and confirmations that heaven is sending within the next 72 hours, so you can walk forward with confidence and peace. Within the next 72 hours, my beloved child, heaven will send you gentle confirmations, subtle, sacred nudges that you are not alone and that your breakthrough is drawing near. You do not need to strive or chase after these signs. You only need to remain open, attentive, and willing to receive. The angels are already arranging these moments, and Archangel Michael is ensuring that nothing will block what is meant for you. Let your heart rest in expectancy, not anxiety, for the signs of alignment will come as gifts, not tests. One sign you may notice is the sudden appearance of repeating numbers, perhaps 111, 222, or 444, on clocks, receipts, or even license plates. These numbers are not random, they are heaven's way of catching your attention, a coded message that you are on the right path and that the timing is divinely orchestrated. If you see these numbers, pause and breathe in the reassurance that you are being guided, that the frequency of heaven is aligning with your journey. Another confirmation may come through music. A song might play unexpectedly, its lyrics echoing the very prayer or longing in your heart. It could be a melody from your past, or a new song that stirs something deep within you. When this happens, let the words wash over you, knowing that Jesus and the angels are using even the airwaves to speak comfort and direction into your life. This is not coincidence, it is orchestration. You may also hear or see a specific name, perhaps your own, or the name of someone significant to your journey, repeated in conversations, messages, or even in dreams. This is a sign that heaven is highlighting connections, drawing your attention to relationships or opportunities that are part of your unfolding story. If a name stands out to you, hold it in prayer and ask for clarity, trusting that the angels are guiding your awareness for a reason. A fourth sign is a sudden, unexplainable sense of calm. In the midst of your day, you may feel a wave of peace settle over you, quieting your mind and soothing your heart. This is the presence of Jesus, the comfort of the Holy Spirit, and the assurance that you are protected. When this calm arrives, let it anchor you. It is a reminder that you are safe, that the unseen realm is working on your behalf, and that you are right on divine time. Finally, you may notice a small but meaningful synchronicity, a message from a friend at just the right moment, a feather on your path, or a gentle breeze that feels like a loving embrace. These are the angels' ways of saying, "We are here." You are not forgotten. Contrast the urge to force or manufacture signs with the ease of simply receiving what is sent. The more you rest and trust, the more clearly you will recognize these confirmations. Stay open, my beloved child. The next 72 hours are charged with possibility, not pressure. Heaven delights in reassuring you, not testing you. In the next section, you will learn how to align your heart and spirit to receive these blessings fully, moving from striving to surrender, and from chasing to welcoming the gifts that are already on their way. Pause with me now, my beloved child, and let your spirit settle into stillness. You do not need to chase after what is already being sent to you. Heaven's gifts are not earned by striving, but received by alignment, by opening your heart, your hands, and your mind to the flow of divine provision. In this sacred moment, let us speak words that shift your frequency, that call your spirit into agreement with what God and the angels are already releasing. Say these words aloud or in your heart: I am protected. I am provided for. I am at peace. Each declaration is a key, unlocking new levels of trust and surrender. As you speak, notice if a gentle warmth spreads through your chest or a tingling sensation moves through your hands. These are confirmations that the angels are near, that Archangel Michael is standing watch, and that Jesus is breathing peace into your atmosphere. You are not alone in this activation. Heaven is partnering with you. Now, take a moment to write down what you are grateful for, even if it is just one small thing. Gratitude is a powerful magnet for miracles. It tunes your spirit to the frequency of abundance and opens portals for new blessings to flow. If you have a journal nearby, let your pen move freely, capturing the ways you have already been cared for, protected, and guided. If you do not have a journal, simply hold these thoughts in your heart, offering them up as a prayer of thanks. Stillness is not emptiness, it is the space where revelation is born. When you choose to rest instead of rush, to receive instead of chase, you create room for heaven to move on your behalf. The world may tell you to hustle, to grasp, to force outcomes, but the kingdom of God invites you to surrender, to trust, to let go of control. Contrast the anxiety of chasing with the peace of receiving. You are not behind. You are not missing out. You are right on time, right on frequency, right where you need to be. Let your next breath be an act of faith. Inhale the assurance that you are covered by angelic protection. Exhale the urge to strive, to worry, to make things happen in your own strength. You are a co-creator with heaven, invited to participate in your own breakthrough by aligning your words, your thoughts, and your actions with the truth of who you are, chosen, cherished, and covered. As you move through your day, return to these declarations whenever doubt tries to creep in. Speak them over your life, your relationships, your dreams. I am protected. I am provided for. I am at peace. Let these words become the song of your spirit, the anchor for your soul. In the next section, you will see how the tables are turning, how what was once overlooked is about to be honored, and how your story is shifting from hidden to seen. My beloved child, the season of being overlooked is coming to an end. You have walked through doors that would not open, stood in rooms where your voice felt unheard, and watched as others were chosen while you remained in the shadows. But heaven has seen every moment, every tear, every silent prayer. The time of hiddenness was not a sentence, it was a sanctuary, a place where your spirit was protected and your gifts were refined. Now, the energy is shifting. The portals that once seemed sealed are swinging wide, and the spotlight of heaven is turning toward you. Imagine the doors that once resisted you now opening with ease. Where you once felt invisible, you are about to be seen. Where your efforts seemed to go unnoticed, honor is being prepared for you. The angels have been working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, moving hearts, and preparing the way for your arrival. Archangel Michael has cleared the obstacles, and Jesus himself is calling your name into new spaces of favor and recognition. What was withheld is now being released, not because you forced it, but because you are finally in alignment with divine timing. You may notice a sign in the coming days, a message that arrives unexpectedly, a person who suddenly reaches out, or an opportunity that seems to appear out of nowhere. This is not random. It is the first ripple of your reversal, the evidence that the tables are turning in your favor. If you have been seeing a particular number, hearing a song on repeat, or feeling a sudden surge of hope, take it as confirmation, the season of delay is over. The doors are opening, and you are being invited in. Contrast the frustration of closed doors with the ease of new beginnings. What once required striving will now come with grace. Where you once felt you had to prove your worth, you will simply be welcomed. The world may not understand how quickly things shift, but you will know it is the hand of God, the orchestration of angels, the fulfillment of promises spoken over your life. You are moving from hidden to seen, from overlooked to honored, from waiting to receiving. Let this truth settle deep within you. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are chosen for such a time as this. The honor that is coming is not just for your benefit, but as a testimony to others who have watched your journey. Your story will become a signpost for those who are still waiting, a living example of what happens when you trust the timing of heaven and allow yourself to be prepared in the quiet places. As we partially close the open loop, hear this key insight. The very area where you felt most overlooked is the place where you will be most honored. The relationship, the calling, the dream that seemed out of reach is now being highlighted by heaven. The sign you receive, whether it is a word, a number, or a sudden invitation, will be your confirmation that the reversal has begun. But know this, the full truth, the complete unveiling, is still ahead. There is more to come, more to be revealed, more to be celebrated. Hold on to hope, for the story is not finished. The next section will guide you in discerning the guidance you receive, helping you test every sign and message with wisdom and peace, so you can walk forward with confidence into this new season of honor and visibility. My beloved child, as the doors begin to open and signs appear, wisdom becomes your greatest ally. Not every message, number, or feeling is meant to guide you, and heaven never asks you to move in fear or confusion. Divine guidance always brings peace, even when it challenges you to step forward. If a sign or word stirs panic, urgency, or pressure to act without reflection, pause. The voice of Jesus and the angels is gentle, never forceful, always aligned with love and your highest good. When you receive a sign, a repeating number, a song, a name, or a sudden idea, hold it up to the light of your values. Does it bring a sense of calm? Does it align with the teachings of Jesus, with kindness, with truth? If you feel a wave of peace, a gentle warmth, or a quiet assurance. These are confirmations that the message is safe to receive. If instead you feel confusion, anxiety, or a push to act impulsively, let that be your signal to wait, to pray, to seek further clarity. Discernment is a gift, and you are fully equipped to use it. Ask yourself, does this guidance honor my boundaries? Does it respect my well-being and the well-being of others? Divine messages never ask you to harm yourself or anyone else, never demand secrecy that isolates you, and never contradict the wisdom you have gained through your journey. The angels and Archangel Michael are protectors, not manipulators. Their guidance will always lead you toward freedom, not bondage. If you are unsure, bring your questions to God in prayer. Ask for confirmation, for another sign, for a sense of peace before you move. Sometimes, the clearest answer is found in waiting, in allowing the energy to settle, in letting the initial excitement or fear pass. Journaling can help you process what you receive, giving you space to reflect and notice patterns over time. Trust that you are not alone in this. Heaven delights in confirming the path for those who seek with an open heart. Contrast the confusion of mixed messages with the clarity that comes from alignment. You are not meant to walk in darkness or doubt. The Holy Spirit is your guide, and the angels are your companions. When you move forward, do so with confidence, knowing that true guidance will never rush you, never shame you, never lead you into harm. You are protected, you are wise, and you are empowered to choose what is right for you. As you continue, the next section will offer simple, daily steps to help you integrate these truths, so you can walk in peace and purpose, co-creating your journey with heaven's help. My beloved child, transformation is not a single leap but a series of gentle, faithful steps. You do not need to overhaul your life overnight to align with heaven's frequency. Instead, let's anchor this message with simple, daily practices that invite peace, clarity, and divine partnership into your routine. Overwhelm is not your portion, grace is. You are an active co-creator with God, and every small act of faithfulness is honored in heaven. Begin each day with a moment of breath and prayer. Before you reach for your phone or step into the noise of the world, pause. Inhale deeply, feeling the presence of Jesus and the angels surrounding you. Exhale slowly, releasing yesterday's worries and today's anxieties. Whisper a simple prayer, Jesus, align my heart with heaven. Archangel Michael, protect my path. Let me walk in peace and clarity. This daily ritual sets your frequency, opening you to receive guidance and protection throughout the day. Keep a small journal or notepad nearby to record the signs and confirmations you notice. Whether it's a repeating number, a song that stirs your spirit, a name that keeps appearing, or a sudden sense of calm, write it down. These gentle nudges are heaven's way of reminding you that you are seen and guided. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns, threads of divine orchestration weaving through your days. This practice turns fleeting moments into lasting encouragement, building your trust in the process. When challenges arise or decisions need to be made, respond with calm rather than urgency. Remember, divine guidance never rushes or pressures you. If you feel anxious or overwhelmed, return to your breath, your prayer, and your journal. Ask for clarity, and wait for peace before you act. This is how you move from reaction to response, from striving to surrender. Each time you choose calm over chaos, you reinforce your alignment with heaven's wisdom. Look for opportunities to serve or encourage others, even in small ways. A kind word, a listening ear, or a simple act of generosity can open new portals of blessing in your life. When you give from a place of overflow, you become a vessel for God's love and angelic presence to flow through you. Service is not about grand gestures, it's about faithfulness in the little things. As you bless others, you will find yourself blessed in return, often in ways you could not have predicted. Finally, end your day with gratitude. Reflect on the signs you received, the peace you felt, and the ways you were protected or guided. Thank Jesus, Archangel Michael, and the angels for their presence and care. Gratitude is the key that unlocks more clarity, more peace, more alignment. Transformation is a process, not a destination. Each day you practice these steps, you are moving closer to the fullness of your promise. As you continue this journey, remember, you are not alone. The next section will invite you to envision the overflow that is coming, painting a picture of your future testimony and the community that will gather around your breakthrough. My beloved child, close your eyes for a moment and let your spirit imagine what is coming. Picture yourself standing in a place of overflow, where the things you once longed for are now flowing freely into your life. The season of scarcity is behind you. The days of feeling alone, overlooked, or uncertain are giving way to a new reality, one where you are surrounded by abundance, embraced by community, and guided by clarity. This is not just a distant hope, it is the future that heaven is preparing for you, even now. See yourself waking up with a sense of peace, knowing that you are protected and provided for. The anxiety that once gripped your mornings has been replaced by a quiet confidence. You notice the signs, repeating numbers, a song that lifts your spirit, a message from a friend at just the right time, and you smile, recognizing them as confirmations that you are aligned with heaven's frequency. The confusion that clouded your path has lifted, and in its place is a clear sense of direction. You know where you are going, and you trust the one who leads you. Imagine the relationships that are forming around you. Where there was once isolation, now there is connection. You are surrounded by people who see you, honor you, and celebrate your journey. Your story is no longer hidden, it is a testimony that inspires others. You find yourself sharing how the delays and detours were not setbacks, but setups for something greater. You speak of the moments when you felt the presence of Jesus, the protection of Archangel Michael, and the gentle guidance of the angels. Your words carry weight, because they are rooted in lived experience and divine timing. Picture the doors that are opening, opportunities that once seemed out of reach now coming to you with ease. You no longer have to strive or chase, you simply receive. The blessings that arrive are not just for you, but for those around you. Your overflow becomes a source of encouragement, provision, and hope for your family, your friends, your community. You are a living portal of God's goodness, a vessel through which heaven's abundance flows. Feel the gratitude rising in your heart as you look back on the journey. Every moment of waiting, every unanswered prayer, every hidden battle now makes sense. You see how the silence was shaping you, how the delays were protecting you, how the signs were guiding you. You realize that you were never alone, never forgotten, never without purpose. Your testimony is not just about what you received, but about who you became in the process: stronger, wiser, more compassionate, and more aligned with the heart of God. Now, imagine sharing your story with others. You speak with humility and joy, inviting those who are still waiting to hold on, to trust, to believe that their own season of overflow is coming. You become a beacon of hope, a reminder that God's timing is perfect and that the angels are always working behind the scenes. Your life is a living testimony, a signpost pointing others to the faithfulness of heaven. Hold this vision close, my beloved child. The overflow season is not a fantasy, it is your inheritance. As you prepare to step fully into this new chapter, the next section will offer a final blessing and invite you to seal this journey with a word of agreement, anchoring your faith for all that is still to come. My beloved child, as we come to the close of this sacred time together, let your heart rest in the assurance that you are deeply seen, fiercely protected, and endlessly loved. Every word spoken over you, every promise whispered to your spirit, is being watched over by Jesus, Archangel Michael, and the angels who surround you even now. The open loops of your story, the questions, the longings, the hidden truths, are not left dangling in uncertainty. Heaven is faithful to complete what it begins, and you are right on divine time for the next chapter to unfold. Feel the gentle warmth of God's presence settling over you, like a soft blanket at the end of a long day. If you sense a wave of peace, a tingling in your hands, or a sudden calm in your mind, receive it as confirmation that you are not alone. The protection you have prayed for is already in place. The guidance you have sought is already being released. You are covered, you are guided, and you are safe to move forward with hope. Let me bless you now. May the peace of Jesus fill your heart and mind, quieting every anxious thought and replacing it with holy expectancy. May Archangel Michael stand guard over your home, your relationships, your dreams, and your destiny. May the angels continue to send you signs, numbers, songs, names, and moments of calm that remind you of heaven's nearness and care. May every closed door become an open portal, every delay become a testimony, and every hidden place become a stage for honor and overflow. If this message has spoken to your spirit, I invite you to anchor your agreement in faith. Save this message so you can return to it whenever you need reassurance. Share it with someone who needs hope. Or simply comment, "Amen, I receive," or "protected," below as a declaration that you are aligned with heaven's promise for your life. Your engagement is not just a response, it is a ripple of faith that echoes in the unseen, drawing more blessing and clarity into your journey. If you feel led, there is more to explore. Part 2 of this message, or a related word, is waiting for you whenever you are ready to go deeper. There is no pressure, only invitation. The door remains open for you to return, to listen again, to continue growing in faith and expectancy. You are part of a community of believers who are walking this path together, each one a living testimony to the goodness and faithfulness of God. As you step back into your day, carry this peace with you. Know that you are never alone, never unprotected, never without guidance. The story is not finished. There is more to be revealed, more to be celebrated, more to be received. Rest in the certainty that you are right on time, right where you need to be, and that heaven is rejoicing over you. Until we meet again, may you walk in blessing, overflow, and the unshakable assurance that you are loved beyond measure.